Spying and treachery are as much a part of warfare as weapons and death. This has always been the case since the earliest battles, and is not likely to change in the future. And yet, even within this irregular system, there are certain rules, especially in past eras, such as the American Revolution. First, while spying on behalf of one's country is perfectly respectable, betraying one's nation is treason. Second, honorable men do not involve those too innocent to understand the consequences of their actions in their schemes. Third, no man wearing his own uniform can be considered a spy, for his garments make it clear who he is and preclude deception. All three of these rules played into the story of the machinations and death of Major John André. No one who knew André personally would ever have dreamed he would one day hang. He was raised by devoutly religious parents and was a loyal Englishman and solid officer in His Majesty's army. He had, it was rumoured, an unfortunate romantic liaison that ended with a cancelled engagement, and during the early days of the American Revolutionary War he had served his king in Canada before being captured and held as a prisoner of war. Once he was returned to his command, he was promoted in recognition of his strength of character under duress. His reputation was so sterling, in fact, that he was given a very sensitive role, that of gathering intelligence for the British Army as they tried to put down the rebellious American colonies. This assignment, and an alleged relationship with a beautiful young loyalist in Philadelphia named Peggy Shippen, would lead him to one of the colonists' biggest war heroes, Benedict Arnold. Arnold had arguably been more instrumental for the colony's successes from 1775 to 1778 than anyone else, even perhaps George Washington. But a confluence of events left him willing to betray the cause he had fought and bled so hard for after he became military commander of Philadelphia. In one of the most controversial and scrutinized episodes of the war, Arnold married Peggy Shippen despite her loyalist sympathies, and while Arnold was willing to break the first rule, André broke the second rule by using Shippen to pass messages, possibly even playing on her own affections for him. Ultimately, it was in breaking the third rule of espionage that André made his fatal mistake. He changed his clothes one fateful night in September 1780, for when he met near West Point to facilitate Arnold's betrayal, he changed his destiny and earned a place in the history books at the cost of his life. He was tried and convicted of being a spy, and he was sentenced to hang by men who had more respect for him than they did for their turncoat countrymen. In the end, they agreed with Washington himself, who insisted that he was more unfortunate than criminal. Major John André, the life and death of the famous British Spymaster during the Revolutionary War, profiles the influential part the dashing British Spymaster played in the Revolution.